In bad weather, during the rush hour in Paris, I took a taxi ride from the tunnel to the hospital where Diana was finally pronounced dead. According to the British inquest held in the autumn of 2007, the exact route which Diana's ambulance took from the scene of the crash to the hospital is unknown. So, I asked my taxi driver to take what, in his experience, was the shortest and most direct route from the tunnel to the hospital. We left the tunnel at 4:06, driving in heavy Parisian rush hour traffic. We took a route through a long underpass. Perhaps these lights were the last images Diana ever saw through the window of the ambulance. Many of these Parisian tunnels are connected to catacombs and other tunnels which traverse the whole of Paris. Along the bank of the Seine, Diana's ambulance travelled, flanked by police motorcycles. According to a Guardian newspaper article published on Wednesday, November the 14th, 2007, the on-board doctor was Jean-Marc Martineau. The ambulance driver's name was Michel Massaboeuf, who claims that the doctor instructed him to drive extra slow because of the condition of the princess. The driver, Michel Massaboeuf, confirms that the ambulance had an escort of several police motorcyclists. Michel Massaboeuf claims that the average speed of the ambulance during the journey was 40 to 50 kilometers per hour. That's approximately 25 to 30 miles per hour. This is approximately the same average speed my taxi travelled from the tunnel to the hospital. Into another underpass, and we quickly make our way to the Petit-Salpêtrière Hospital, which is situated near Gare Austerlitz. At 4:17, my taxi arrives in the boulevard of the hospital. My journey, in rush hour traffic, during bad weather, with no police escort, has taken just 11 minutes. Diana's ambulance took more than 1 hour and 40 minutes to do the same journey. According to the ambulance driver, he was ordered by the doctor in the back of the ambulance to stop and park outside the gardens of a natural history museum because Diana was in a critical condition. The ambulance driver claims they parked for just 5 minutes. The hospital entrance, where professional emergency staff had all the latest equipment standing by to help Diana, was actually in view of the parked ambulance. In fact, you can walk from the hospital entrance to the place where the ambulance parked in less than 2 minutes. But no one from the hospital rushed over to the ambulance, even though the place where the ambulance was parked was directly opposite the entrance to the hospital. Why did an 11-minute journey take nearly 2 hours? Mathematically speaking, this means that the ambulance travelled an average of just 2 miles per hour for 1 hour and 40 minutes. Have you ever seen an ambulance travelling at 2 miles per hour with an injured person on board? No witness has come forward confirming that they saw the ambulance and police motorbikes crawling along the road at 2 miles per hour. At such a ridiculously slow average speed, one would expect the exact route to be burned into the memory of the driver. However, Lord Justice Scott Baker told jurors in the British inquest during the autumn of 2007 that the exact route of the ambulance was not known. Here's a question. If you drove at an average speed of just 2 miles per hour on a journey of just a few miles, would you remember the roads which you drove down? Many authors have speculated that it is during this ambulance journey that someone killed Diana. By either refusing her medical attention and literally watching her die in an ambulance parked up on the side of the road, or someone with truly evil intentions made Diana's injuries even worse, possibly cutting and slicing her organs. Out of the sight of the press and the police, out of the sight of the general public, in a long underground underpass, dimly lit, in the privacy of the back of an ambulance, the most famous person in the world was murdered. Once admitted to the hospital, Diana was soon pronounced dead. Then, almost immediately, and again